I think we're actually burying the lead. Hey, OC, how did you know that Parsons was going to be able to rush the passer as well as he did? You're the only person I've ever seen to ever say that Micah Parsons could be a put his hand down guy. So I need that question answered.
The OC.
And Boss showed me.
Why is Eberflus still the guy to get this defense going in the right direction? And what do you say to the fans who want him replaced?
I jumped at it when I saw we had a chance to get him. I still feel as strongly as I did today. We brought him in here.
Yep. Can't forget that.
Like, we must have got a guard. That's the only thing that would have made him do that. That's it.
He know.
He know. Because he been watching Twitter, man.
Yeah, man. So Dallas got them some Trojan horses. And I see the pattern with Jerry. He like Trojan Horse Coaches. You gonna really like this show. Boss gonna be at his best. Show me.
My reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I do.
Boss, show me.
Yeah. So some days you can't forget. Some days stick with you. See, I'ma talk about that. When you get on certain days, you can't refute the evidence that you see.
Shot it. Fight for, see, that's how to go out. Don't go out, just sit back. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take Matthew Golden. No, fight for it. You want it physical. You said you want it physical. Fight for it.
This time, it's a little bit different. This is something to where Jerry gotta fix what he broke. And guess what? Boss go show you that he actually working on it.
Oh my God.
Somebody else said
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yes, indeed. Oh man, God dog. Today's stream is brought to you by Sleep Out. Go for a Hail Mary in your sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100. So, this is one of those days that you can't ignore. You can't. Well, some people might ignore it. I won't. But the good news is when you get evidence that you've been suspecting, you don't ignore it. I don't. Because there have been pivotal days in our history where you had suspicions, but then it came out. So for those who been wondering, because a lot of people sitting back and they've been scratching our head. We've been all scratching our head. We've been like, Brian did such a phenomenal job of picking his offensive staff. If you look at the difference between the offense and the defense, even in the staff, it is night and day different, right? So you got Brian, who picked well-qualified strangers based on their proven track record. He looked for particular traits. He looked at the violence that he saw on film and what he wanted to see in his offense. And he hired those strangers. So we could see that this particular coach didn't go with the homies, the frat, the people that he knew the best. He went with people that had clear, qualified resumes. He clearly expressed that he is all the way for people that think different. And he is also open to healthy confrontation. And then you look at the defensive side, it's the total opposite. So you got Matt Eberflus, who hired a majority of his staff from people that he previously coached with. And so you sit back and you say, wait. You mean to tell me the head coach on offense had a clear vision and a clear way of doing it that was totally different than the defense? So we was all scratching our head like, was you really the one who even hired Eberflus? Because the way that Eberflus hired his staff was totally opposite of how you did your offense. Those are what the people with discerning mind said. And so then, obviously, smart people would speculate. They would say, is it Jerry? But see, we couldn't say it was Jerry. And that's why I would say, I was saying all the way up to today. I was saying I wish one of the media people would ask who was the person that was behind the hiring of Matt Eberflus. Because then that would tell you what's going on and the power dynamics. But then Jerry started talking. And when Jerry started talking, he gave it up. And so now I know the power dilemmas and the power dynamic, and I'm going to fully explain it. So let's listen to Jerry, and we're going to break this all the way down like Boss Cowboy does.
Jerry Jones, 105.3 The Fan. Jerry, the toughest question we have for you today is the number one topic amongst the fans, and that is the status of Matt Eberflus and his job. Why is Eberflus still the guy to get this defense going in the right direction, and what do you say to the fans who want him replaced?
He's been in that, he's had tremendous experience. He's dealt with adversity with a long record.
He's dealt with adversity.
Not only with us, but...
So, one of the traits I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, when a coach is a Trojan Horse coach, Trojan Horse coaches, they are given extreme grace and they're covered. So I want y'all to really start seeing the traits of a Trojan Horse coach and Trojan Horse coaches. They're given extreme grace. Okay, notice that he is given a horrible performance, a quality endorsement. We got a super chat from B Bird. He said, "Boss, it's almost like Shad is the OC and Eberflus is the DC and the Joneses are the head coach." You ahead of me. You ahead of me. Cause you smart. B Bird be on it. Cause that's actually what's going on. And I'm gonna break this all the way down. And I appreciate you, B Bird. You always 2 or 3 steps ahead.
Had tremendous experience. He's dealt with adversity with a long record, not only with us, but with his tenure at Chicago and Indianapolis. And he's had some great successes, had some very great successes, but he's had his tail kicked. That's who I want in the foxhole with me.
Yeah, the one that got his tail all that grace. I think McCarthy deserved this type of grace. with them 12-5 seasons. I would have loved for McCarthy to have that type of grace.
Because there's no such thing as having all the answers.
Damn. Look at all that grace.
And so when I jumped at it, when I saw we had a chance to get him.
There it is. Confession. Who jumped at it?
And so when I jumped at it, when I saw we had a chance to get him.
There it is. I jumped at it when I had a chance to get him. So it was always a very good educated guess. And most of us had strong suspicions. Today you got your evidence. It was not Brian Schottenheimer. It was Coach Jerry Jones. And so this is what I want everybody to understand. All coaches, every coach that will ever coach with Jerry has to come in here with the understanding that they're co-coaching.
Take it easy on my back.
They are co-coaching. Because Jerry basically bought his way into coaching. And basically he wants every job. But this is the thing though. This time, I'm gonna keep saying this. He is trying to fix what he messed up. So I've been watching this, and I'm gonna tell you how this could lead to something good. It's ugly right now, but it could lead to something good. You just gotta stay with me. Because remember, on my channel, I'm like an attorney. I build cases. So you gotta sit your ass down and you gotta listen. But I see what's going on with Jerry. It took me a while to put together the puzzle, but I see it now. What Jerry does is he installs Trojan horses. And he installs Trojan horses because he wants to coach. He wants to be a co-coach. That is his plan with everybody. So he's never going to hire a coach and give them ultimate autonomy. Usually that Trojan horse is going to be installed the very first year of your tenure. So when you look at Mike McCarthy, for example, the Trojan horse that was installed so that he could be in control was Kellen Moore. That was the Trojan horse. So this is the thing. Every coach is going to be subject to Jerry, but he really wants a coach with a particular set of traits. The traits that he's looking for is, first of all, these are our guy coaches. These are handpicked guys that they feel that they have groomed and developed to be Trojan horses. Coaches like Jason Garrett, people that can be controlled, that will allow him to co-coach. Because if you allow him to co-coach, he's going to show you grace because you are giving him what he wants. So these are our guys. Just like you have our guys in players, you have our guys in coaches. Then, I already said this, these coaches are also given extreme grace because they allow Jerry to coach with them. They usually are homegrown and handpicked. And the main thing that he looks for is deference. But see, when you're a true Trojan horse, you have extreme deference. And deference is respect for authority. And that's the traits you see with a Matt Eberflus, with a Kellen Moore, and with a Jason Garrett. These are the type of coaches that allows to a degree, Jerry to be able to sabotage the current head coach so that he has a person of power within the ranks to where he can pull directions how he sees fit. And he can maneuver the team as he sees fit. See, some of y'all think I'm on some conspiracy shit. No, I ain't. No, I'm not. I need y'all to listen to Jerry himself.
I've been around a lot of coaches. As a matter of fact, I wanted to be a coach. Except I wanted to live better than I thought coaches live. I wanted to drive a little bigger car, and I wanted to fly in an airplane. Had I known what I'm paying them now, I'd have been a damn coach. Of all, but I wanted to be involved in football. I would have been a coach. I would have been a coach. I loved it. But coaches didn't seem like they financially were where I wanted to be. And I was looking up and I wanted to be more. Well, had I known I'm paying them what I'm paying them now, I'd have been a damn coach at that time. But still, I wanted more than that. But I always had that love there.
This is what I'm telling you. We can't, honestly, you can't blame none of the coaches. You can't blame none of the coaches. Because Brian Schottenheimer is obviously qualified, obviously doing a very good job. Nah, it don't mean we hopeless. My boy say, cause Kasim say, so we are hopeless. Nah, we ain't hopeless. That's why I'm saying this time is gonna work for us. I'm gonna show you. Y'all just gotta stay with me. I'm telling you, I build cases, y'all. You gotta stay with me. But I'm kind of showing you the political dynamics of the Dallas Cowboys. And we need to know this type of stuff so that we can speak with intelligence, so we can lobby with intelligence. And frankly, let me just say it frank, we need to be always knowing who the Trojan horses are, so honestly we could be lobbying to get their ass out. Because when you can get them Trojan horses out, what you're really doing is you giving the power back to the real coaches. That's one of the reasons the fans who paid attention in the offseason when they was leaking that Kellen Moore could be a leading candidate, that's why we joined forces and we was like,
oh, hell no! No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
My boy Paul say, no! Boss, your cut line is fire. Appreciate that, bro. Got me a fresh cut, man. You know how it is. Ain't nothing like them fresh cuts, bro. You'll give yourself your own number. Let me give my number to myself and call myself and take myself on a date. You feel me? Nah, but I'm just giving y'all the real, okay? And see, my boy Father and Son Cowboy Sports Talk, he say the Bears, you have been in existence for 103 years. They've never fired a coach during the season until Eberflus. He was fired because of his poor communication with players versus poor game plans. Yeah, we got to get rid of that Trojan horse, my man. Yeah, we got to get rid of that Trojan horse. Because see, after today, after he jumped out and just...
Why is Eberflus still the guy to get this defense going in the right direction? What do you say to the fans who want him replaced?
I jumped at it when I saw we had a chance to get him. I still feel as strongly as I did the day we brought him in here.
And see, let's think about it. These are the dangers of Trojan horses. Because all coaches are gonna be subject to Jerry. Even when you're an alpha coach. But when you're an alpha coach, your lives are short-lived. When you the coach that push back, you don't have the grace of the Trojan horses. See that extreme grace that he giving Eberflus? Coaches that push back, they be like, get out of here because I want to coach. You don't let me coach. Let me give you some examples. So, one of the Trojan horses, Kellen Moore, what made it obvious that he was a Trojan horse is because just think about it. Why would Mike McCarthy hire a coach that he didn't believe in his scheme? Because Mike McCarthy ran, obviously, a West Coast, which they tried to tweak into a Texas coast, right? We remember all that. But Mike McCarthy never liked the aggressive option routes of Kellen Moore, where Dak and the receivers basically had to read the defense on an NFL quarterback level and make adjustments on the fly. Now, the weapons, it allowed you to have anticipation, especially into zone coverages. But it was a little bit too complicated and it was a little bit too funky, especially with players that wasn't the highest IQ players. So why would Mike hire that?
A lot of great questions today, but this is my favorite. So we get to talk a little ball here. But no, I've never been a big option route thrower concept in the past.
Now he talking about Kellen Moore's system. I have not been a fan of option routes. See, this is a coach that's pushing back at Coach Jerry and his Trojan horse. This is a coach who was setting the grounds to get the house back in order and get that Trojan horse up out of here. Most of the media didn't catch it, but guess who caught it? New media. Me, Jay Tuck. We caught it quick. And of course, Tuck caught it today too. Tuck was like, boss. And then my boy D.A. Lee was like, because I ain't catch it yet, because I ain't heard the whole interview. I caught the second half. But then when I start seeing D.A. Lee talking on Twitter, I went back and listened. I said, oh. New media caught this. One more time.
A lot of great questions today, but this is my favorite. So we get to talk a little ball here. But no, I've never been a big option route thrower concept in the past.
And that's Kellen Moore's system. Everyone say, get this Trojan horse bus out of here, man. Get this Trojan horse system. Get this dude out of here that you can control. Get him out my house. I've never been a fan of this. He was pushing back. See, Jerry don't like that.
If you're going to run option routes, you need to live in that world. That's been my experience. You can't dabble on it,
And see, this is why we called him Mike Soprano. I got that from Landlord, because he was putting a hit on Kellen. See, a lot of people slow. They don't peep game. This was the start of the hit job. Mike Soprano, the Don.
Option routes are really not part of the old traditional West Coast offense. I've had quarterbacks in the past that didn't really like them.
I should have had it. So.
And it's really about the connection that they have with the receiver. I've been in systems where only certain guys run them. This is the most aggressive system that I've been in.
Bring a real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
as far as many people that do run the option routes. And so I think you see our commitment to practice. We practice it.
Man, Mike, see, this was Mike McCarthy pushing back. And see, that's why they have short lives. This is why they don't get grace. Because see, Coach Jerry can't just have his way with them type coaches. See, them type coaches, yeah. See, they manage up and they manage down. They manage up and they manage down. So Mike McCarthy was wise. He was wise. He was. I mean, his offense got stale. He was pass happy, but he was wise. See, that's why he had the term, I ain't got nothing to do with that. If you install it, you call it. In other words, you go fall on that same sword. I ain't finna fall on that sword. Oh, Coach Jerry, that's who you want? Okay. Well, when this offense break down, he was the one that installed it. He was the one that called it. And see, a lot of people got caught into the surface numbers and stuff like that. A lot of surface content creators and a lot of surface fans. Why do y'all hate Kellen Moore? Why do y'all hate Kellen Moore? Oh, he has the number one offense. Why? It's like you gotta look deeper. And we look deeper. Me, Tuck, and people like that. We was able to break down that basically what was happening and how you beat Kellen Moore is you had to show him a lot of looks. Because you wasn't gonna confuse Dak. But if you can confuse his weapons, you would still have a negative effect on Dak. So remember, that's when CeeDee Lamb and him was on different pages. Stuff like CeeDee Lamb was seeing the defense different, especially in the Green Bay game where he didn't cross face and Dak threw it to the right spot. But CeeDee Lamb read the defense wrong. He's supposed to cross the face to the safety and he didn't. That was because the defense was showing different looks and it confused CD. And see, your smarter players, your Hall of Fame players was agreeing with me and Tuck. A lot of writers and content creators that didn't look as deep as Tuck and I was still sucking up to Kellen. And we saw through it. So remember I said this, and I'm still going back to them Trojan horses and I'm going back to Matt Eberflus with this extreme grace. So look at this extreme grace. Let's just remember this. You had multiple Hall of Famers calling out Kellen Moore by name. Multiple. The playmaker, Emmitt Smith, Kurt Warner, Jimmy Johnson. And they was calling out Kellen Moore by name. The whole time, Jerry was giving his Trojan horse grace. The same grace we're seeing right now with Matt Eberflus. I ain't lying.
I looked at what we did. I thought we offensively tried to feature some guys that we went away from our playmakers. Mm-hmm. And that's not what you should do. That's why I'm questioning some of the things that transpired.
We see both these teams here at the Super Bowl. It's so easy for them to feed the ball to Cooper Kupp, right, Odell, even Chase. Why is it so hard for Dallas to be able to feed the ball to CD and Amari?
Great.
Now look who Kellen Moore had on the same goddamn squad. And his system. Now this, I'm going back to Eberflus. This ain't finna be no Kellen Moore show. I done kicked his ass enough. But I'm showing you the danger of these Trojan Horse coaches. See, these are the type of coaches that Coach Jerry want, because he want the coach's brain to do it and not the athletes. Because if the coach's brain does it, you don't have to pay the athletes. They always trying to figure out a way to be cheaper. That's what this comes down to. I don't have to pay Amari if my coach system's so smart, I'm getting better results. But see, his system wasn't feeding the stars. That was the problem with his system. Who does that sound like? Think about it. Who does that sound like? You got 2 stars. Think about it. You got 2 stars.
Wait! It's the same shit. Wow.
It just flipped. See, this is why you got to get rid of Trojan horses. So under Kellen Moore, the people that wasn't getting the proper targets in big games was CD and Amari. Wow. The guys who playing too much zone is the 2 guys that should have been defensive player of the year. And Emmett was calling out Kellen Moore by name.
Hard for Dallas to be able to feed the ball to CD and Amari.
Creativity, or the lack thereof creativity.
You talking about Kellen Moore.
When you have quality wide receivers like Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Gallup at the time, Wilson, and others, you create matchup issues by moving them all around. They should be able to run.
You can hate Mike McCarthy all you want. This is one thing that Mike McCarthy did when he took over the offense. When Dak became the second run-up MVP, he created matchup issues. That's one thing he did do. He did exactly what the Hall of Famers was saying. He used the stars like stars. Are we using the stars like stars? We gonna come back to that. Because guess what? Jerry is actually putting pressure on Eberflus to fix it.
Routes, and they should be interchangeable. I mean, we need to upgrade in our tight end position, to be honest with you. I don't think our tight ends were great pass blockers or run blockers. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to run the ball with Zeke and Pollard and so forth. Yes. Yeah. We needed that guy that can actually block and run pass routes at the same time. So no one can actually key on us when we're in certain situations.
Ooh, man.
And I think offensively, we kind of got away from the main thing being the main thing. And they need to get their act together in terms of calling consistent plays that are giving our guys and doing the things that you talked about. Creating ways for these guys to get the ball in their hands instead of the standard way of doing it. The creativity that I would expect from Kellen Moore.
Oh, he fucking said his name.
The creativity that I would expect from Kellen Moore way of doing it. The creativity that I would expect from Kellen Moore needs to continue to evolve. And we need to take advantage of that.
Trojan Horse Coaches. And see, remember, this is the danger of these deference coaches, these coaches that won't push back. Coach Jerry can give them a nefarious assignment. Like what, boss? Like, let's under target Amari. Let's do that. Guess what them funky deference coaches go do? Them extreme deference coaches. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Yeah. Yeah, Amari, we not gonna target him. And guess what? He didn't. And Amari last year, see, that's why these Trojan Horse coaches are scary. These coaches who will do the bidding of Coach Jerry. Because, see, they don't know when to push back at Jerry. They don't know how to say, well, wait. Amari? Jerry? See, that's why I honestly fear for Brian Schottenheimer. Because, see, he thought he was different. But, see, Brian Schottenheimer showed in that draft room, he know how to push back. He respectable as hell. He respectable. He probably the most politically savvy than all of them. in terms of knowing how to respect Jerry. But now he was fighting their ass over Booker. He didn't just show extreme deference and pull his pants down like Jason Garrett would. Like Matt Eberflus will. Like Kellen Moore surely did, being anti-Amari Cooper in his scheme. So I'm just showing y'all the difference between Trojan Horse coaches and real coaches, because all of them coaches are under the thumb of Coach Jerry. All of them. All of them had to do stuff that they didn't want to do. But the difference is, alpha coaches, they push back to win. See, when Mike McCarthy was going against them option routes, he was pushing back.
Mozzie's done a good job in there. We got to find some more noses, obviously, see how these young guys do.
See, that's that pushing back. See, that was that pushing back. He was, man, we don't got enough. See, that's going directly at front office. We need some more noses, obviously.
Mozzie's done a good job in there. We got to find some more noses, obviously, see how these young guys do. So just kind of go from there.
And you're back with Dan Quinn. He's your DC in Seattle. 2013, y'all won the Super Bowl together. Why the Commanders? How big of going there was him? And what is it about his coaching, his leadership that makes you want to play with him again?
I think the biggest thing for me is I've always been on the West Coast. So coming to the East Coast, you want to come and kind of have and be around, some familiar faces. And so, obviously I had a ton of respect from him from afar. We actually tried to make it happen a couple times. It just didn't work out structurally from a contract perspective, but we finally got it right. I think, him as a person, him as a leader has always been amazing. I think a big thing too was being able to be coached by Coach Norton again. He's like my favorite coach of all time. And so being able to be back in the room with him again is great too.
So DQ did try to get you to go to the Cowboys.
This is correct.
Why? And it didn't.
This is correct.
So DQ did try to get you to go to the Cowboys.
Be back in the room with him again is great too.
So DQ did try to get you to go to the Cowboys.
Be back in the room with him again is great too.
So DQ did try to get you to go to the Cowboys.
Be back in the room with him again is great too.
So DQ did try to get you to go to the Cowboys.
Be back in the room with him again is great too.
So DQ did try to get you to go to the Cowboys.
This is correct.
Why? And it didn't work out. Why?
It didn't work out. You got to ask the Cowboys there.
It didn't work out. Why?
It didn't work out. You got to ask the Cowboys there.
And you're back with Dan Quinn. He's your DC. It didn't work out. Why?
It didn't work out. You got to ask the Cowboys there.
So I'm showing you all the coaches go through it. Every one of them. You can't coach for Dallas. You can't without the understanding that you getting ready to have to co-coach. It's not gonna be your show. It doesn't matter how good you are. Let me turn off this music and say that again. It don't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how accomplished you are. Mike McCarthy, regardless if you like him or not, was very accomplished. Dan Quinn, whether you like him or not, was very accomplished. Tay say, boss, this is disturbing. Jerry better not be undermining Scotty for Flus. With Dak just left in the limbo.
take it easy on my back.
Oh, Mr. Nasty Time.
See, that's the danger of them Trojan horses. What she just said, that's the danger of them goddamn Trojan horses. Is a lot of times them Trojan horses are contingency plans. You telling me Kellen Moore wasn't a contingency plan? Why you think Matt Eberflus feels so safe to be so stupid? I don't like grits. Are you stupid? See, why do you think Brian Schottenheimer has to have his back? Oh, I believe in Brian Schottenheimer got to go out there like, I believe in him. I believe in the worst place defense. I believe in his worst place defense. I believe in him. I stand in the foxhole with Matt. Well, see, yeah, because he ain't hire him. He got to act like that because the dude who hired him is his boss. See, that's the problem with these power dynamics, these power dilemmas. See, when Jerry set it up this way, Mike McCarthy could not truly manage. He couldn't. He could not manage Kellen Moore because he didn't hire Kellen Moore. Jerry did. So Mike McCarthy had to be slick and put a secret hit on him and get him run out of here. See, Brian Schottenheimer does not even have power over Matt Eberflus. The co-coach does. Only Jerry does. So his defense can stank. And Brian doesn't have the authority to fire him because he didn't hire him.
Why is Eberflus still the guy to get this defense going in the right direction? And what do you say to the fans who want him replaced?
I jumped at it when I saw we had a chance to get him. I still feel as strongly as I did today. We brought him in here. Saw we had a chance to get him.
Want him replaced.
I jumped at it when I saw we had a chance to get him.
Want him replaced.
I jumped at it when I saw we had a chance to get him.
Fans who want him replaced.
I jumped at it when I saw we had a chance to get him. I still feel as strongly as I did today. We brought him in here.
Trojan Horse Coaches. Trojan Horse Coaches. Trojan Horse Coaches. Yep. So, I'm going to get to the good news. There's some good news in this. I told you it was some good news. I first had to show you the dynamics and the structure. But I want to show y'all just one more clip before I get to the good news. I'm going to give you just a little bit. Just hold your stomach, man. Take it easy. Because I know y'all feeling like, I know y'all want to throw up right now. But it's actually some good news. But you know I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna give you all sides of this thing. But I know how y'all feeling, bro. Yeah, I know how y'all feeling.
What the fuck is that?
I know. But I'm showing you these Trojan horses. I gotta show you that this is real. This is real, y'all.
Is that our offense is antiquated, because because they want somebody to be designing more schemes to get people open, as opposed to what we were just talking about, allowing your man to beat somebody with timing.
You know, we love that all of our guys want the football. That's the most important aspect. We want guys who want the football. And
see, every time they talk about Amari, he talk about guys. See, I was peeping, but I was on his ass, boy. See, I was on his ass, boy. But Boss been like this. Boss been like this. Man, I was like, man, why did this dude keep talking about guys when they mention Amari? Because you was a Trojan horse. You was there to take away the targets of Amari. I was seeing your ass clear as day. When most people was, he got the number one offense. Oh, Trojan horse ass dude. Come on, y'all.
So, as the week goes, we have a great week of practice. We make sure we spend the time together.
Yeah, listen to him. We. They asked about Amari. He told me, boy, I was peeping this month. Boy, I swear I was dead on his ass.
On the practice field, I thought that's
he asked you about Amari.
An important part of this thing when guys practice really well.
Look at that boy. That boy was a bitch, man. See, and we had content creators, man. I like Kellen Moore. Man. We had writers, and I like Kellen. Boy, y'all like.
During the week, usually things come out the same way on Sundays, and so
so now I put a lot of what happened with Dak on Kellen Moore.
These was Hall of Famers calling out Kellen Moore by name.
Well, on Kellen Moore.
See, that's system talk. Look, I ain't crazy, man, but I was peeping it. But I'm telling you, Boss been like this. Boss been like this for years. I'm like, this system talk. Yep. This wasn't playmaker talk. See, when Matt Eberflus say he don't like grits, that ain't playmaker talk, y'all. That ain't playmaker talk. That's system talk. He asked you about Amari. He used to, and when we have a good practice and we, you are discounting the value of superstars. That's what's happened. That's Scott Linehan part 2. Guess who also right now discounting the power of stars? That motherfucker. See, I had to think about it, bro. I had to think about it. Let's rewind time, bro. Remember they said it was universal to get rid of Micah. The same thing, but on defense now. Hold on real quick. Brother showing me love with a $10 super chat. My boy say, appreciate this one. He say, best in the business at this, boss. Always finding the truth in the tea leaves. You're the new media investigator for the Cowboys. Yeah, that's my lane. That really is. All of us got a lane. This is my lane. Everybody got things they good at. Some people entertaining. Some people do film. Some people really break down the schematics well. Some people funny. They just funny, you know? This is my lane where I'm gonna a lot of times hear a whole different angle than most listen to interviews. When most listen to interviews, they go catch the surface stuff. They go catch I'ma see the puzzle. I'm gonna be like, this how this puzzle come together. And that's why a lot of y'all rock with me. People that rock with this channel, this is why. They say, when boss get on this investigative stuff, And so this is why when somebody left a super chat last week. One of my boys said, "Bro, I ain't used to like you." So I ain't used to like you. He said, "I used to feel like you was going against the grain." Sometimes I am, because the grain is wrong. Because I'm right. I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm right on. I'm right on running back. I'm right on blue. I'm right. It's against the grain though, but I'm right. I got the history. My boy D.A. Lee, he say, "Facts, boss, birds of a feather." Facts, bro. That's why I call y'all executives, bro. Y'all bosses like me. See, people that's a boss-minded person, they like this channel. Cheerleaders, they can't stand me. People that just want positive pampers, they hate my guts. But people that can handle the truth,
You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
they be like, "I'm rocking with boss." But let me get back to what I was saying. Putting it all together, right? Remember they said it was unanimous, bro. This is Kellen Moore part 2. This is somebody putting a funky ass system before stars. That same thing happened with Kellen Moore. When Amari got shipped off. The same thing. I'm talking about the exact same thing. So your dumbass Matt Eberflus didn't understand the value of Micah Parsons. You are an idiot. And you sound just like Kellen Moore, where you think your system and your brains is better than stars. Just think about that stupid ass play he did this week. A number 3 receiver in the slot. It's 4th and 3. You got Bland, who you just paid, who got paid and got his bag playing the highest rate of man coverage. Instead of saying, "Let me take my star player. He's imperfect, but I trust him in this matchup." That's a number 3 receiver. Let me get my second best corner or best corner. I'm going to line him up and say, beat his ass. Win that matchup and let's go home. It's 4th and 3. Win that matchup. Give it back to Dak and let's... No. My scheme. What I want you to do, Bland, I want you to line up 7 yards off. And you're going to bait a slant route to the linebacker. See, that's scheme, bruh. That's not betting on the man. That's betting on scheme. See, I know it was you that was in that Michael Parsons bullshit because Stephen Jones said it. So Stephen Jones said, we believe we can scheme pressure. So who sold Stephen that he could do it? See, you got to put it together, man. You got to listen to them boys. And see, when you listen to them, it'll start coming together. Lou said it best in the chat. What's up, my brother? He said the line between genius and idiot. Ooh. Take it easy on they back, Lou.
Take it easy on my back.
These are the danger of these Trojan Horse coaches. All right. So let me get to the good news. I told you I got some good news in this. It is actually some good news in this. The good news is this. Jerry broke it by installing a Trojan horse, and Jerry got to fix it. Guess what? Jerry actually has his finger on the correct pulse. He does. He really does. I'm serious, y'all. He does. So remember the other day, I was making the case that Dan Quinn, between 2021 and 2023, The best years of Diggs and the best years of Bland is when Dan Quinn led the league in man coverage. You can see it in the highlights. We ran man coverage 34% of the time. Because what we're looking at is Kellen Moore part 2. And this is what I was calling grits. This is also what Diggs was calling grits. See, this is why I don't like Matt Eberflus. I don't like you, dog. See, because now I know you're a Trojan horse. That make me can't stand you now. See, when I heard Jerry say, I rush to pick you, I don't like the dynamic that's under a great coach. I don't like that. I don't like that dynamic. We need to get him the fuck out. But see, let me go back to this. Trayvon Diggs talked about them grits, running more man coverage, being more aggressive.
Based on the matchups, based on what we have. And I don't like grits either, so.
Hey.
Now, and you hit him with a sneak diss. But because you a Trojan horse, somebody go line your ass up though. Your boss. Your boss has already said he finna line your ass up. You think I'm lying? See, Dallas is one of the leaders in the entire NFL in running the majority of zone coverage. It's one of the stupidest things in the world. You got 2 corners that you paid. I don't care if they're coming off injuries. I don't care. You at least got to give me more than a few chances a game to show that I still got it. And guess what?
Jerry, you guys are playing one of the highest zone rates in coverage in football this year. And Greg Olsen, who was on the call for Fox, said that it made the Cowboys too predictable.
Goddamn. See, Boss said that before he said it. See, when I said it, oh, boy, shut up. Shut up, boss. Shut up. I kept telling y'all, bro, that's very predictable, bro. You can't, listen, you can't even disguise man, bro. Let's just use our common sense. If you try to show a look of man, but everybody know, according to scouting you, that it's a fake look, that it's 93% of the chance go be zone, why would they fall for your bait? I was saying that 3 weeks ago. But see, then when he said, now everybody want to pay attention. I said that 3 weeks ago.
Jerry, you guys are playing one of the highest zone rates.
Let me say this too. People better respect the fact that I played the goddamn position. Can I just vent for a second? People, and see, I've more than just played the position. I wasn't just I had to look back and know how fortunate I was. When I was in college in Division I playing for the University of Houston, for 4 years straight, the defensive coordinators was my direct coach. So I was always getting way more than just my position. For 4 years straight, they was telling us what we supposed to do, and they was telling us why. The whole design of what we was doing. And I was sitting in that room for 4 years for about 4 hours a day on film with D coordinators. One of them actually coached Gilmore Henderson, Donnie Henderson. And then y'all got the nerve to be like, boss, just be talking? Bro, I basically got a college degree in film, bro. and scouting. But y'all will go listen to some old popcorn ass people. And I'm telling y'all the truth. So when I'm telling you about Blue, I'm telling you from people that had to go against them type dudes. So I know what I'm looking at. I ain't just talking. And I ain't just coached Little League. No, man, I've been in them wars. So I know what I'm looking at. So I ain't hating on Blue when I tell you the truth. He don't fit. And a lot of y'all go be sitting up here, boss hating. I ain't fucking hating on no goddamn Blue, bro. I love my Cowboys enough to tell the truth and go against the crowd. And y'all be listening to people that be pandering to y'all. Real talk, bro. Let me go back to this, bro. I want to vent for a second, but I mean every word I said, bro. Y'all need to put some respect on my goddamn name, bro.
Jerry, you guys are playing one of the highest zone rates in coverage in football this year. And Greg Olsen, who was on the call for Fox, said that it made the Cowboys too predictable on defense and that teams were taking advantage of that. What are your thoughts on the rate of zone coverage you're playing and the predictability of that?
That doesn't surprise me that he would assess that at all. And I agree. You look predictable when they're blowing you out, and that's you can say zone, get over in man. We've got players that have had success in man.
This is the good news part, y'all. See, basically, Jerry's saying what I said. What did I say? We have had players who had success in man. See, I said this before he did the interview. Meaning Jerry himself is now questioning Eberflus, y'all. This is the good news. Coach Jerry is actually coaching right now. This is actually wise coaching by Jerry. Because he go coach anyway. I'm telling y'all, it don't matter who the coach is. He go coach. He go insert his ass in there. He is. But if you go coach, be right. And on this, Jerry is right. He basically, to sum it up, he getting ready to force Matt Eberflus to eat them goddamn grits. So all that, I don't like grits. Jerry don't care. You finna eat them. See, you could go at Diggs. I don't like grits. Let's see if you tough on Jerry, you Trojan horse, like you was tough on Diggs. I bet you ain't. You finna eat your grits, boy. This is the good news, y'all. I told you I got some good news, y'all. It's good news. It really is. It really is. If Jerry go coach right. If you go step in and be right.
Man creates the big plays. Not the problem, but one of the...
See, he right on that. See, Jerry talking ball right now, man. See, listen. This is why a lot of teams are going away from a lot of man, because they trying to avoid and take away the big plays. But what's going on with Eberflus is he's a little bit way too conservative, man. See, Quinn was aggressive. He was running it at the highest clip. He was running man at the highest clip between 2001 and 2023. This dude, Eberflus, is like scared. He got two top paid corners. I don't care if they coming off injuries. Let them dudes get out there and get warmed up. Let them dudes get going, even if they lose a couple of reps. See, this is the thing that people ain't thinking about. People over here saying Bland ain't the same. Bland was always getting cooked. Y'all. Can I say that again? Bland was always getting cooked. The difference is when you allowed him to play man coverage, he was able to make a play to make up for it.
Take it easy on my back.
See, when you allowed him to, oh, you beat me. But see, I just made a pick and ran into the house. I made up for the time you beat me. Bland was always getting his ass melted. He just made up for it. But if you ain't running no man, how the fuck does he make up for it? If you have him covering in space And Jerry is stepping in there like, no, sir.
Problem is, zone is supposed to eliminate big plays, and it's supposed to be slow them down on their eventual moving the football to some degree. That's not give up. That's a strategy. Well, but you can't have the really big time play plus give it up on what's the philosophy of the zone, and that's what we've got to make some corrections on, and we are, and we will.
Shit, y'all heard that at the end. We are, and we will. In other words, Eberflus finna eat them grits.
What's the philosophy of the zone, and that's what we've got to make some corrections on, and we are, and we will.
Boy, so you finna eat these grits. See all that tough talk you had, all that tough talk you was doing on Diggs? I don't like grits.
105.3 The Fan.
Cited was, Trayvon Diggs. I think you guys had a conversation about that. Do you feel like the players that were validated, I guess, by your decision to do that?
Yeah, we're going to make the decisions based on what's, what we feel is best, and based on the matchups, based on what we have. And I don't like grits either, so.
Hey.
You don't like grits? Huh. Yeah. You're a Trojan horse, though. So because you're a Trojan horse, I know you're going to do what the master say. You're going to do what boss tell you to do. Just like Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, when he said under target Amari Cooper, you did, because you was a hoe. See, you wasn't like Zimmer. You wasn't like Mike McCarthy. You wasn't like Dan Quinn, who fight back, who was fighting for Bobby Wagner for 2 years. Zimmer was fighting for DTs. He was fighting for them shoes. Mike McCarthy was fighting to get rid of them option routes. Now you finna be a hoe because you're a Trojan horse. So do what you're supposed to do. And do what your boss say. And your boss said, run them, eat them goddamn grits, boy. I'm mad as fuck about that, man. Oh, man, say. And guess what? I gave it, boss, how you want me to eat them? You want me to put some sugar on them? See, when Jerry tell his ass, eat them grits. Eat them grits. Guess what? He finna eat them grits. And I appreciate Jerry for stepping in on this. I mean that, bro. See, all micromanagement ain't bad. See, if you go co-coach, coach right. Hey, anybody got a problem with what I just said? If you go co-coach, if you feel like you got to be the coach, well, shit, Jerry, then coach right. If you coaching right, shit, co-coach. If you coaching right, you want to be the coach?
I've been around a lot of coaches. As a matter of fact, I wanted to be a coach.
Yeah.
Except I wanted to live better than I thought coaches live. I wanted to drive a little bigger car, and I wanted to fly in an airplane. Had I known what I'm paying them now, I'd have been a damn coach. Of all, but I wanted to be involved in football. I would have been a coach. I would have been a coach. I loved it. But coaches didn't seem like they financially were where I wanted to be. And
more man-to-man on defense, what are those adjustments going to look like as far as schematically to improve this scheme?
This from Clarence Hill.
Understandable and pretty easy way to say different is how about a little more man? Well, how about a little more man? I bet you see a little more man.
Ooh. Let's see if you say you don't like grits now. Let's see if you say you don't like what Jerry say. You finna see a little bit more. I bet you see a little bit more. Boy, you don't think Coach Jerry ain't putting his goddamn foot down? Huh? This is good news, y'all. This is good news.
More man-to-man on defense, what are those adjustments going to look like as far as schematically to improve this scheme?
That's an understandable and pretty easy way to say different is how about a little more man? Well, how about a little more man? I bet you see a little more man. And on the man, you obviously know you give up some things on man. That's why they don't That's why they play zone, is because
I bet you go see a little bit more, man.
Of that. But I think you will see adjustments.
Mm-hmm. You go see adjustments, ain't you?
When we have adjustments, they have been successful, but it calls for adjustments. The good news is that Flus has had a lot of experience. He's had some good days, he's had some bad days.
See, what you seeing now is that grace. See, that's what you're hearing. See, them Trojan horses get graces. See, you hear that grace?
That's what we're getting here. We're getting a young coach with a lot of future that also has been to have.
He talking so damn crazy. He called an old coach a young coach. See, that's that Trojan horse grace. That's Trojan horse grace. That's Trojan horse grace.
A lot of experience, including head coach in the NFL. A lot of confidence in.
What is the difference here between in 2020?
So, this is one of those days, man. You know, you just. It's one of those days that you get a real clear picture. See, it's one thing to speculate, it's another thing to know. See, now that they done talk, see, now that he done already said, I'm the one that picked Matt Eberflus. Now I say, okay. It was one thing to say, did you? It looked like you. More than likely it's you. Now we know it was you. So now that we know that it's you, we can put the whole puzzle together. And we know. And the truth is, the pattern is clear at this point. Is as long as Jerry's alive, he's going to want to co-coach. That's what he wants to do. And that's what he's doing. And the way that he does it is with these Trojan Horse coaches. Yep. The Trojan horses. Yep. The Our Guys coaches. That's what we're looking at. Those Trojan Horse coaches, this is the pattern. They're given extreme grace. They're covered for. Even when all the Hall of Famers are speaking out against them. The same people who won you championships, you ignore. See, that shows you how much he wants to control. That he will ignore the wisdom of men who've been there and done that multiple times. Who was specifically calling out Trojan horses by name. They're going to be given extreme grace. So what we have to do is we have to now get louder to get them Trojan horses out the building. Because if you get the Trojan horse out the building, you empower the real coach. The man with the real wisdom. The man who was actually groomed to be our coach. The man who had the wisdom to not go with the good old boys that he failed with before. The man who said, I'm going to go hire me some strangers with some dope ass track records. So Cowboy Nation, we got to now, I am actually now for get rid of his ass. I was the person that was like, nah, that's going to be hard to do. And fuck that. Get your ass out of here, man. We'll figure it out, goddammit. And I feel like I got a good contingency plan anyway. I feel like I have a good contingency plan. I thought about it yesterday. But just kind of break it down them Trojan horses so we can know it the next time. They usually homegrown and handpicked. See, that's why y'all better be very leery of Witten. See, don't be that dude that's over here like, ooh, that Witten, that sounds like a good cut. No, that's that homegrown shit. It's Jerry and them trying to put their hands on stuff again so they can control stuff. They try to make sure they the ones who groomed you and all that kind of stuff. Hell no, bro. No, sir. No. And they have extreme deference. That's what I hate about them Trojan Horse coaches. They extreme with their deference. Our coaches go have to show a degree of deference. You can't work for the Cowboys and not show deference. But they extreme. They extreme. They so deference, they get stupid. They get like, oh, let's under target Amari. They'll be like, okay, I think I can do it. You'll come to them and say, hey, let's not do Micah Parsons. Okay. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. They have no backbone. They don't know how to say, wait. No. No, Coach Jerry. Coach, no, we need Micah. No, we do. I know he might be getting on your nerves or whatever, but nah, man. We need him like we need noses.
You know, Mozzie's done a good job in there. We got to find some more noses, obviously.
See, they speak up. Them extreme Trojan Horse coaches, they don't. So now that I know what we dealing with,
oh, hell no.
So I promise y'all this is gonna be one of my dopest shows, because I know when I'm in that investigative mode. It's your boy Boss Show Me. I want to show y'all and give y'all the case that I really believe that Jerry Jones and his Trojan Horse coaches, and I sincerely believe with all my heart that Eberflus is one.